Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So before getting started with the video, I did want to introduce this new manifest a specific person, love or relationship group manifestation session that I will be hosting. If you want to find out more about when that will be, check out the description box below where you will see my website, and on the website it will lead you to the group manifestation session details. Okay, so if this is something of your interest, I highly recommend you check it out. I'm going to tell you in just a second why I think this will be super beneficial for a lot of you that watch my channel. Okay, but before getting started with that, I did want to show you, or tell you the schedule or outline of this manifestation session. So it will be an hour long, okay, and the schedule is as such. So the first 3 minutes will be dedicated to meditation. We're going to be doing a 3-minute meditation to clear your mind and just get relaxed. You don't need to meditate in order to manifest, but it definitely does help, and you can't go wrong with meditation, right? So yeah, the next section will be EFT tapping. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique tapping. So for this, we will be doing 4 to 5 rounds of tapping where we will collectively be saying revision affirmations and just like affirmations in general. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. You basically just have to copy what I do, and again, we'll be doing 4 to 5 rounds of tapping, which I think will really help clear any sort of energetic blocks or whatever you want to call it. Basically help you get rid of limiting beliefs when it comes to manifesting love, when it comes to manifesting a specific person based on the things that you may have experienced in your past relationships. Okay, so yeah, after that, we're going to be doing a journaling exercise and more affirming. This is also really going to help clear away any sort of limiting beliefs. After that, I'm going to be spitting some neuroscience facts and also talking a little bit about the book You Are the Placebo by Joe Dispenza. There's a lot of really helpful facts in that book, so if you're interested, do check that out. It's called You Are the Placebo by Joe Dispenza. Honestly, if you read that book, you will be golden. You will be solid when it comes to manifesting. You definitely don't have to do any of this, but I do think it will be really helpful for a lot of you. After that, we're going to dedicate some time to doing some scripting. I'm going to have some affirmations on the screen that you can use to script in order to manifest your specific person, a new love, a relationship with your specific person, or a completely new relationship, okay? Either way, you're going to see movement, you're going to see some sort of shift, and you will manifest abundance in your love life, okay? But we're not done yet. After that, I'm also going to be doing an oracle reading for the collective, okay? So I'm going to be picking my affirmation cards. And this is going to be really beneficial because, I'm just going to be reading some affirmations that will be targeted for the collective. Okay, so it's going to be kind of like an energy reading, but it's not tarot. Okay, this is an oracle reading that literally just has affirmations. Okay, it's like an encyclopedia or like Wikipedia for affirmations. So yeah, not necessarily tarot, it's an oracle reading, and can't go wrong with more affirmations, right? So yeah, after that, we are going to be collectively affirming using the Counter app. If you haven't heard of it, literally just go to the App Store and look up Counter, Counter, download that app. I'm gonna have mine up on the screen. You don't necessarily need to download it for the session, but you can do it on your own terms. If you are into affirming, definitely have some sort of Counter app with you that counts the affirmations that you are doing. But we are going to be collectively affirming one affirmation that has to do with you getting together with your specific person, which you'll find out if you join the session. Okay, so I highly recommend you check this out. And after that, if there is time, I will leave any space for questions, comments, anything that anyone wants to bring up regarding manifestation. Okay, also quickly going back to the collective affirming, we're gonna try to affirm at least 300 times because it takes around 300 times for I guess like a habit to be created. I have neuroscience facts that explains exactly how many times you should be affirming. Okay, you don't necessarily need to affirm that many times to get your manifestation, but yeah, this is just the general gist, schedule, outline, structure of the manifestation session. So if any of this interests you, like I said, check out the description box below where you will find my website, and on my website you will see a slot to sign up for this group manifestation coaching session. I really do feel like a lot of you will greatly benefit from it. Okay, I'm intending that you will see movement when it comes to your manifestations. Okay, in fact, we're even going to be doing a group intention where we're going to be affirming that every single person on this call is going to be getting their manifestations to full fruition. Okay, so I feel like that will be really helpful. Okay, whenever you like manifest in a group or manifest for other people, I mean, it has to manifest. Even if you don't, manifestation is perfect, it will happen. But I think, doing that in a group will definitely help expedite the manifestation. It will definitely help bring about some sort of movement. And yeah, I'm just going to talk a little bit about why this is going to be so beneficial for you. I wrote down like a whole script that I want to read off of just so I can like cover all the points. But yeah, this is great because you will have that community support and be surrounded with like-minded people that get it, that really get manifestation. Sometimes we're around people that just don't get manifestation, or they don't want to get it, or they project their limiting beliefs onto us. If you watch my videos, if you're into manifestation, if you're into law of assumption, this is the community for you. Okay, like this is greatly going to help you. And again, like being around people that get it is so beneficial because like you won't have to deal with like trying to convince them like, oh, this is what works, this is like all that like jazz. So yeah, we're also going to be focusing a lot on self-concept, so don't feel like you're doing this just for someone else or just for love. Sorry, the light is glitching a little bit, ring light problems. Yeah, but basically, yeah, we will be focusing on self-concept affirmations. I am going to be giving you a lot of self-concept affirmations. I think I counted, I have like at least 20 to 30 affirmations on here that I have talked about on my channel. Some are new ones, some of them you may already be familiar with, but basically this is really good for accountability. Okay, we all want our manifestations, we all want our goals, but sometimes we just don't have the time to sit and do it ourselves, or we like lack motivation. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, or we just get lazy, like whatever the case may be. Having a session, meeting up at a certain time, being surrounded with like-minded people, even if it is online, will really, really help when it comes to that accountability factor and you really getting your manifestations to full fruition. Okay, in fact, that's going to be one of our affirmations, like getting permanent results, being able to keep your manifestation. I'm going to explain all of this. I'm going to explain the neuroscience. I have like some Neville Goddard quotes in here, some neuroscience facts that are really going to make things click for you. Okay, so yeah, something else I wanted to say is when you manifest anything or anyone, it really is a journey back to self. It is about helping you realize your worth and values, so it will definitely help in that sense as well. This will just basically help you like raise your standards and manifest better versions of people. Again, you can have whoever you want, okay, but you deserve to have the best version of that person. I will never on my channel say it's wrong to manifest people, it's bad to manifest people, because it's not, it never is. Because when you think about it, there's infinite versions of people that exist. There's infinite timelines happening right now. Okay, so if you manifested a version of your person that doesn't want you, or they said something really triggering to you, there definitely is a version of them out there that does love you, that is in love with you, that does want you, that will treat you like the queen or king or god or goddess you are. Okay, so yeah, that's something else that I wanted to point out. I know you're going to see movement. I know it's going to help you, even if you just feel that shift within, even if you feel a little bit more lighthearted and less anxious. Like, if you can feel that after this session, I will have done my job. Okay, something else that I wanted to point out is that I will also be selling replays of these sessions. Okay, so if you are interested in that, do check that out. That will be on my website as well. So yeah, if you can't attend it, this would be a great option for you to engage in. And yeah, something else I want to say is that please don't record these sessions yourself, because like I said, I'm going to be selling replays, and we should all respect everyone's time, energy, effort, money. So yeah, that's just a disclaimer. I'm sure none of you will do that. Like the people who watch my videos, like I love you all. Like most of you are just like such amazing, like wonderful people. And yeah, I truly, genuinely appreciate your support, and I really wanted to do something to give back. Okay, so check out the description box below, check out my website. You'll see exactly how much this is, what time it's going to be happening, and for how long it's going to be going on. You don't have to attend every session. I'm going to be doing this like consecutively for right now it's like 9 days, okay, but I will definitely bring this back in the future if people want this. Okay, so yeah, that is something else I wanted to point out. And yeah, I will go ahead and end this little intro right here. Okay, I highly recommend you join. It's gonna help so much. I promise you. You'll feel lighthearted, less anxious. You'll definitely see movement, or you'll definitely see a shift within yourself. And even if you don't feel all of that, at least you'll walk away with knowledge. You'll walk away with exercises you can do to strengthen your neural pathways. You'll walk away with affirmations. You'll just walk away with knowledge that you can spread to others and help create that ripple effect of positivity, which is really my goal on this channel. Okay, I genuinely want to help my clients and people who view my channel. Okay, so if you have manifested my channel, congratulations, your manifestations are working. So anyways, I will for real end the intro right here. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing an oracle card reading to see where you are with your manifestation, as well as what advice you need. Okay, what should you be doing more of, or maybe less of, to manifest? And yeah, these are oracle cards, which are different than tarot cards. Oracle cards usually have words on them, like that provide guidance and wisdom. It's no different than a book. It's no different than a novel reader, or just whatever, maybe TikTok or posts you see with words on them that talk about manifesting. Okay, so yeah, this is not a tarot reading. Tarot and oracle cards are very different. You can definitely look up like what the difference is. Tarot is a little bit more specific and has more specific meanings, I guess. Whereas with oracle cards, I just consider them as like a tool to help navigate your energy, like where you are currently. Okay, and if the word energy doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Okay, I kind of I love the law of assumption, but I'm also a little bit spiritual myself, so I mean, just take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards, and then I'm also going to give you a couple of tips, and in terms of what you shouldn't do when it comes to manifesting, because I have been working with clients. I have been helping out my friends with manifesting, and there are certain things that I see that I really want to address. And this video is more going to be about after the oracle card section, it's more going to be about what you need to stop doing in order to manifest. I usually don't talk about, what you're not doing right, because I think that whatever you're doing, it is working. You're still going to get your manifestations, but it's if you want your manifestations to come to you faster and in a more effective way without you just going through the ringer mentally, emotionally, holistically, then stick around, because these things have really helped me. Okay, so yeah, but first off, we're gonna start off with the oracle reading. I'm gonna go ahead and pick from this deck. I think it's called Angels of Abundance, and we're also going to pick a couple of Moonology cards. So yeah, let's see what is going on here. Okay, so the first card we have, I love how this is manifestation. Okay, I'm telling you, oracle cards are a game changer. Okay, they're just good advice cards, and just to see where you are with your manifestations energetically, whatever you resonate with. So this first card says that exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly. Okay, so some of these, I'm not gonna lie, they do have limiting beliefs. They do have, law of attraction stuff. So I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna translate it into law of assumption language. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this as it is. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels. Not needed, by the way. And the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun, meaningful activity so that you look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Okay, so first of all, you don't have to be high vibrational in order to manifest. Okay, some of these do have limiting beliefs. You don't need to exercise. You don't need to be this full on 100% perfect, fully healed person to manifest your specific person. You don't need any of that. Okay, but I do agree with the whole thing about exercise. I feel like for a lot of you, you have to actually put in the mental energy. You have to put in the work to manifest. And I'm not saying you have to necessarily work hard, but you do have to just first of all, believe that manifestation works, and actually focus on what it is that you are trying to manifest. I feel like for a lot of you, you kind of waver between should I just let this go, should I focus? I personally believe that whatever you focus on is what grows. Okay, and when I think of something that I want, I get more of that. Okay, or there's no way I won't attract that. Okay, maybe that's a little bit law of attraction, but I personally feel like where your attention goes, that's where energy flows, and what you focus on is what grows. So if you're ever like wondering, should I let go or should I like, just keep focusing on it? I would say yes, like keep like thinking from that, living from the end, thinking from the version of you that has your desire. Okay, just if you want an SP, just be like, yeah, I'm happy with my SP. It's okay if you're lying to yourself. It's okay if you sound delusional. Whatever it is that you want with your SP, guys, if you're kind of sick of like, saying all these like minor like manifestations like, oh, SP and I are in constant contact, kind of like more specific things that you want, just do blanket affirmations. Just be like, SP and I are in a happy, healthy, committed relationship, which implies that they will be constantly contacting you, because that is exactly what a healthy relationship entails. Okay, so if you want a job, if you want whatever, I know this video says SP, I would say that you should focus on it. Okay, because like what you stop thinking about, like yes, it still comes to you. There have been times where that happened, but sometimes when you stop thinking about things, it also goes away. That's actually a really good way to get rid of a third party. But I'm seeing that for a lot of you, this is advice for you to, this says exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. It's a sign that you need to put in the mental energy. You need to put in the work to manifest. And again, like I said, it's not like you have to like do a lot and work really hard and like, just I've heard of people taking days off to like affirm. No, no, please do not do that. Literally just, say your affirmations every day. That's all it is. And just believe that manifestation works, and stop paying attention to the 3D that's not showing you what you don't want. Okay. Also with this thing, this is with this card, this says exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. Don't worry about the energy part, but why don't you try manifesting signs? Okay, like I said, I'll make a video about it, and one day I will. But it's just like, it's not like the most relevant thing. But it's like, if you are feeling down in your manifestations and you feel like you need to increase your confidence in manifesting, it is okay to ask for signs. Okay, if there's like a certain song that you and your SP bonded over, certain inside joke that you have, or certain angel number you look for, or certain like perfume or cologne scent, or a certain symbol, whatever it is, you can try manifesting that first. Okay, you can manifest the sign, um, and also think that like, okay, when you get the sign, you're that much closer to getting your SP. Like the thing about manifesting signs is that you shouldn't just be focusing on the signs. Add that extra affirmation that whenever I see a sign that I'm looking for, that's a sign that SP is contacting me. That's not just a sign that like, okay, yeah, cool, I saw that manifestation works. You have to like kind of leverage it to like to having it work for you. Make it work for you. Okay, sorry, that was such a weird line, but I think that a lot of you, like, you have to go that like extra mile and think bigger, think, more, and want more for yourself. Because I feel like a lot of you, you want a text message, and you want communication from your specific person, but at the same time you're also manifesting a relationship. And I think it is okay to, like, believe it or not, like micromanage it. It is okay to like manifest in steps. But I'm seeing that, for a lot of you, you could be kind of, if you're manifesting a specific person, you have to ask yourself, like, what's going to make you happy? Like, are you someone that looks for evidence in the 3D? If that's the case, then you can manifest signs. Some of you are a little bit more confident, and like, you just want your full manifestation, and anything in the middle that like isn't really your full manifestation, you don't give credence to. So like, I'm not really here to tell you like what you need to do. I'm just here to tell you the different possibilities. I know if this sounded a little bit like, confusing, just this is a sign that, you need to think for yourself and figure out what works best for you, what is going to help you restore your faith in manifesting. Because I think that's literally the only important thing when it comes to manifesting. I always say you don't have to believe in your manifestations. You don't even have to believe that, like, SP is going to come back, or you're going to have this. Like, I'm going to be real, I didn't believe in any of my affirmations. I did have the underlying assumption, the dominant assumption, that manifestation works, and I do feel like I did do some exercises along the way that prove that manifestation works. I actually have a video labeled do this trick to this. It's something about like a cool trick to reinforce your faith and conviction in manifesting. Check out my playlist. I have a law of assumption playlist on my channel. check that video out. I promise you, you're going to regain your confidence in manifesting. But I do know I have new people here, so maybe I'll just quickly tell you. You put your hands together, you see which hand is taller. So for me, it's the right hand, right? So I tell my left hand to grow taller 7 to 8 times. Grow taller, 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 grow taller. And then I go ahead and I didn't think about this, you guys, okay? I'm like, look, my left hand is taller, okay? So yeah, try this for yourself. If you think I'm BSing you, just try this for yourself, okay? Do whatever you need to do to increase your confidence and your manifestation abilities, okay? So yeah, okay, on to the next card here. Sorry, I don't want to confuse you too much, but I always say do what feels natural to you. Do what feels natural to your subconscious, okay? Some people manifesting steps. Some people, they would rather just stick to like, you know, blanket affirmation. Some people want evidence in the 3D. I'm gonna be real, like you don't have to like always have validation all the time. Look for evidence in the 3D, but also this video kind of is to see like where things are in the 3D. So yeah, I feel like once you increase your manifestation abilities, and I do condone asking for signs. I do think that sometimes helps. You know, once you do all of that, you know, that might just be the thing that brings about your SP, okay? Something might click in your subconscious and make you have like, you know, an avalanche of manifestations all coming in all at once. Okay, so we got unlimited ideas here. So your mind is one with God's infinite mind. God can be whatever you think it is. I consider it to be my subconscious, okay? Like there's nothing outside of you. That's what this card is saying. Stop putting your SP on a pedestal. Stop putting your desires on a pedestal, okay? You and your SP are on the same level. They're not out of your league. It doesn't matter what they told you. It doesn't matter what you think. I think that for maybe some of you guys, you could be comparing yourself to like what SP likes. Maybe you're not really, you feel like they're not their type, or they go after a certain girl or guy, like you're not like them at all. You have to stop thinking that way, okay? You have to be secure in yourself. You have to be confident, okay? And again, you don't have to be this like 100% perfect person, but I do feel like, you know, doing self-concept affirmations will help take them off a pedestal, and it will get rid of those limiting beliefs, okay? Because you deserve to feel good within yourself, okay? You are an amazing person inside and out, okay? Your SP, like, they love you and only you. You are your SP's dream person, okay? It doesn't matter what the 3D is showing, okay? Maybe if you think that way, that's a sign from your subconscious mind that, hey, you need to work a little bit more on your self-concept, because there's no reason you should be putting yourself down because of what you think SP likes. No, you are your SP's dream person, period. Doesn't matter who they've dated in the past. Doesn't matter what you see in the 3D. Doesn't matter if they even told you that, like, hey, I have a certain type and you're not it. It doesn't matter. You're their type now, okay? So yeah. This also says, therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas. So I'm saying, like, don't settle, okay? There's so much more you could be getting from your SP. Don't just settle for a text. I mean, like, unless that's all you want, that's totally fine. But you deserve the best version of your SP, and you have to keep telling yourself that. And you deserve, like, everything, no matter what version of yourself you are, okay? You are worthy of everything, no matter what. I love that affirmation. I'm worthy of everything no matter what. Even if at times, or if your self-confidence dwindles, or you see anxiety kicking in, which by the way is a very human emotion, you have to still keep telling yourself, no, I'm still worthy of SP. Because you're worthy of all your desires in every chapter of your life, okay? So yeah, do keep working on your self-concept for yourself, okay? Because that always helps. Self-concept is like, it's a lifelong homework. You have to do, you should be feeling good within yourself. You should be hyping yourself up, you know, just however many times you need to. I mean, why not every day? Self-concept, it really does expedite things, okay? 100%. But yeah, just don't do it just to manifest your SP. Do it because you feel good about yourself. And I promise you, when you do that, you will take them off a pedestal. You will take all these limiting beliefs that you might have about, like, oh, I'm not good enough for SP to travel all the way to New York. Why would they want to be with me when there's all these attractive people? Like, no, stop yourself right there. Do not spiral on that thought, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, this says you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. Your manifestation is guaranteed. Blessings, abundance, prosperity, all of this is guaranteed. You are going to get that. Okay, not even you can stop it. Literally, sometimes, you know, think about the times where your SP came back when, or you got something even when you didn't want it. I mean, that's a sign that, like, you still got it, right? I know for a lot of you, I've heard a lot of people saying, like, okay, well, I want my SP to be back when I'm actually into them. Okay, because yeah, what's the fun in, like, you know, having someone come back when you're not even into them? So why don't you just affirm that I always get what I want when I want it and when I'm still interested in it, okay? So yeah, you know, you can get anything you want, and you should be able to get anything you want and still enjoy it. Okay, that's a limiting belief that like, oh, you have to detach completely and they'll come back when you don't care. Huge limiting belief. Okay, I've had SPs come back when I still cared, and they ended up treating me, you know, really well. I got what I wanted. Okay, so you can as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick one Moonology card, and I'm going to give you a couple more tips, a couple more things that I've noticed that people are doing that maybe you shouldn't be doing. And who knows, this could be the thing that like just pushes you to get your manifestations, or no, pushes your manifestations towards you, pushes into that version of yourself, that reality where you have everything you want. Okay, so yeah, the first card we have here is You Are Good Enough. Oh my gosh, I really love this. I feel like this is such a good card to tie in everything that I was saying. You are good enough. Everything I was saying about self-concept and, you know, you feeling good, whole, secure, confident within yourself. You are good enough to have your SP, 100%. Okay, you deserve the best of everything. Okay, and you have to keep telling yourself like, I am whole, I am secure, I am confident, I am good enough, I am more than good enough, I am worthy, I'm more than worthy of all my desires, I'm worthy of the best life has to offer. Okay, so do those affirmations anytime you're feeling down. Just say those things to yourself, even if at the time you don't feel worthy. Just tell them. Okay, just say these things to yourself. Tell your subconscious, befriend your subconscious, and say like, hey subconscious, I know this happened, but that's fake. The 3D reality that isn't conducive to our desires is fake. Let me replace it with something that you need to hear right now, and that is, you are good enough, you are worthy, you are amazing, you deserve your SP. Okay, SP is on its way to you. So when you say that enough, I promise you, your subconscious mind internalizes that. Even if you don't believe it, when you say it enough, you will start believing it. Okay, and like I said, you don't have to believe in your affirmations, but I mean, you should believe in yourself. You should believe that you're good enough. Okay, and the whole point of doing these self-concept affirmations is to, you know, have it become your dominant assumption, have it become your dominant, most natural way of thinking that you are the best, you are worthy of the best, you are good enough. Okay, so maybe for some people that might take a little bit longer than others due to circumstances that they could have experienced, like bullying or whatever it may be. But like either way, like no matter what circumstance you experience, you will, you know, love yourself. You just use the affirmation like, I've always had high self-concept, I've always had a lot of self-love. Okay, it doesn't matter like what your circumstances are. Like I know I said the whole thing about bullying, but you guys, like saying good things about yourself, hyping yourself up, saying a lot of like self-concept affirmations, it will replace the old story. It will replace all those circumstances where you got bullied, where you didn't feel good enough. Okay, it will replace everything, and like you will literally start like acting, thinking, feeling like the person that has always, you know, gotten what they wanted, and your 3D reality will reflect that. Okay, that is the beauty of affirming, and especially doing self-concept affirmations. So yeah, that's something else that I wanted to say. So yeah, that concludes the oracle card portion. I really hope this helped. So I just always say take what resonates, because at the end of the day, everyone, whatever it is that they're saying, whether it be negative or positive, they're projecting their own assumptions. Okay, so I do want to clarify that whatever I told you, first of all, this is based on the current energy. And I say energy because I kind of do believe in energy. If you don't believe in that, that's totally fine. But I mean, Einstein and a lot of scientists did say that energy is real. Okay, but like if you don't believe in that, that's fine. Okay, just take energy as like just where you currently are right now with your manifestations. Sorry, I know I ramble a lot, but I promise you there's a point here. But what I meant to say is that, you know, whatever I said in this video are my assumptions. Whatever I'm about to tell you, they're my assumptions. You do not have to internalize these assumptions. Only internalize the things that you feel like are going to be conducive to you getting your desires, that are going to help you get into alignment with your desires. Okay, so yeah, I just want to clarify that, because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I was stuck in the law of attraction loop for like almost an entire year, and I did get, you know, people telling, like I did hear people preaching things like, oh, you have to exercise, you have to be high vibrational to get your manifestation, and that is just simply not the truth. I mean, maybe that's what works for them, maybe that is their assumption, maybe that has been what's gotten them success, but you don't have to do anything except affirm and persist to get your affirmations. Okay, or sorry, to get your desires. All you have to do is say those affirmations, script them, whatever it is that you need to do to get your desires. It's not, you don't have to do anything more. You don't even have to believe in it. You don't have to be high vibrational, none of that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so there are a couple of things that I wanted to point out that you should not internalize or not be doing in order to get your manifestations. Okay, I mean, you will still get them if you do this, but again, these are just my assumptions. Okay, this is my projection, but Something that I have noticed is that, yeah, I said this in the reading, that you feel like you need to have like, you need to be this like perfect 100% whole, like healthy, healed person. I mean, that would be great, right? Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but you don't need to be this like, quote unquote perfect person to get your SP. You can get your SP at any time, and they can, you can get the best version of them anytime. You just have to change your assumptions. Okay, I know I preach self-concept on this channel a lot, and I still will, but something that I've noticed that people aren't doing is actually changing their assumptions about their specific person. Okay, like any other manifestation or affirmation that you're doing, just script or affirm or visualize that like your person is loyal to you. Okay, even if you don't believe it, even if like your logical mind is trying to fight it and like tell you, oh well, remember when they did that, remember when they did this that one time, you have to like, you have to fight those thoughts. Okay, you have to just not give any meaning to those thoughts. Okay, just tell your logical mind, hey, that was another reality, that was a video game, that was some other dimension, it didn't happen here. Okay, do whatever it is that you got to do, but you have to actually start changing your assumptions about your person and the situation. Okay, if you're trying to manifest money, you have to stop thinking that money is hard to come by, that you have to do a lot of work to get money. I can personally attest, you really don't. Okay, I personally believe in like, working smart and being kind of like just like not putting in too much effort. And like when I say work smart, I just mean like, do the least amount to get the most. Okay, I mean that's kind of a life hack there. If you can do that, like you're already ahead of the curve here. But like, again, that's just my assumption here, but like I don't feel like, you have to be doing so much to manifest. It's just affirming, it's just persisting. That is it. That is it. You do not have to align your chakras. You do not have to like go through crystal healing, or like I said, be high vibrational. You just have to like, yeah, affirm and persist. Affirm and persist every time I say affirm and persist. Okay, something else that I noticed is that people are giving too much power to the 3D. You have to take the 3D off the pedestal. The 3D is not real. 3D that you don't want to experience, it's fake. The only 3D that's real is the one that is in alignment with your desires. Okay, I was gonna say, I know it's easier said than done, but it actually can be very easy. Anything that you're not seeing in the 3D, you just have to tell yourself like, okay, this happened, it made me feel a certain way, feel the feelings, and then be like, okay, well, not anymore. Okay, it's just a purging of your old thoughts. And I'm actually going to get to the thing that I wanted to talk about, purging. But yeah, tell yourself whatever you need to. Okay, just tell yourself like, okay, this is like, I'm in another reality. I shifted to a reality I don't want. I'm going to shift to the reality that I do want. But please do not think that these circumstances are going to like, stop you from getting your manifestation. Maybe a third party appears. Who knows? Maybe that third party was meant to appear for your SP to realize like how much they don't want to be with anyone and they want to be with you. See how I'm twisting everything? You have to twist things to work in your favor. You have to start thinking that everything is shifting and working in your favor. Okay, and that brings me to the next point about the bridge of incidents and purging. Okay, so there does not need to be a purging period during your bridge of incidents that makes you feel really sad and down and demotivated. That is actually a limiting belief, but I will say that people have noticed that. I have noticed that myself, and I've noticed other people, noticing like, having things go like completely the opposite direction, causing them to like feel really demotivated, demoralized, sad, frustrated, angry, whatever. Okay, so like you can tell yourself like, yeah, that is a purging, but there does not have to be a purging for you to get your manifestation. It's not something that needs to happen. I think maybe it happens for a lot of people because they internalize that that needs to happen. I've noticed when I first started manifesting using the law of assumption, I was getting things like pretty quickly without any sort of purging period. But then I think I saw some video on TikTok, and like for whatever reason it impressed on my subconscious. I internalized it, and I'm trying to uninternalize that. Okay, unimpress that. I saw someone say that like, oh, there needs to be a purging period, like, emphasis on the needs, and like, this happens, and manifestation is like a hard, like, process. It's not for the weak. Okay, like you have to be strong, and like I don't know why, but I ended up internalizing that, and I'm trying not to. Okay, like that does not have to be the case. You do not have to go through a purging period. I did not go through a purging period with the current SP that I'm with. My current SP that I was with, we were separated for quite a bit, like literally half a year. He didn't date anyone. He wasn't into anyone. Okay, I used to like this doesn't work anymore, but like there was a hack that you could use to like track who they were following, and I was tracking that and I shouldn't have, but I realized that like, wow, this man was loyal even when we weren't together. Okay, your SP can be loyal to you even if you're not like, you know, technically dating. They don't have to be with the third party, they don't have to, you know, be with anyone. There does not have to be this like, you know, disheartening, frustrating, grueling bridge of incidents that just makes you feel so like, you know, low. Okay, so why don't you just manifest that the bridge of incidents is always positive. You always get what you want instantly and in the best way possible. Okay, you definitely don't need to like, you know, mess with the middle, but like I said, you know, even when I was doing the oracle reading, it is okay to like I know it sounds so weird saying this, but it is okay to micromanage. It is okay to manifest in steps. But yeah, just know that like you make up your own rules. Okay, you do not need to follow anyone else's rules. You don't even need to follow my rules. I have this rule that like my bridge of incidents is always positive. I don't need to like, you know, go through literal hell to get what I want. Even if that's been the case in the past, it's not anymore. In fact, I'm just affirming that the bridge of incidents for me has always been positive, and I've always gotten what I wanted when I wanted it. Okay, so you should start telling yourself that too. Okay, it's a limiting belief that like you need to go through this like, you know, tough period or have the universe test you to see if you still want your desires. Like, no, it doesn't have to be the case. But if that does end up being the case, then like I said, twist it to your favor, make it work in your favor. Okay, so yeah, do whatever you got to do to comfort yourself in that moment. That's totally fine, and I'm not saying like, you know, just completely get rid of like the whole purging thing out of your dictionary, but just be like, okay, well, these are my old thoughts, my new thoughts are way better, and they're going to replace the old story. Okay, they're going to replace whatever I didn't like in the old story. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there's one more thing that I wanted to say that you have to stop doing, but I think I've covered most of it. Yeah, if I do remember it, I'll let you know in the comments or maybe address it in a future video. But like, you know, just to recap, you don't need to be like this perfect person to manifest. You deserve your SP or any desires no matter what. Purging is a limiting belief. You do not have to go through a purging prayer. You can get whatever you want whenever you want it. And yeah, whatever else I said here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. I really do hope this helped. If you have any questions that you want me to address, let me know. I also do offer manifestation coaching, and I also do tarot readings as well as make custom subliminals. So if you are interested in those, check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. I wish you all the best and intend that you get all your manifestations. So yeah, see you next time.